Andrew Jackson was the 7th President of the United States and one of the most influential and controversial figures in American history. His life represents a dramatic rise from poverty to power, making him a symbol of opportunity and determination for many Americans. Jackson was the first president who truly presented himself as a representative of the common man, rather than the wealthy elite who had dominated American politics before him. However, while many admired his strength and leadership, others strongly criticized his policies and decisions. Because of this contrast, Andrew Jackson remains one of the most debated presidents in U.S. history. Andrew Jackson was born on March 15, 1767, in the Waxhaws region, a rough frontier area between North and South Carolina. His family lived in poverty, and his early life was filled with loss and hardship. His father died before he was born, and during the American Revolutionary War, his mother and brothers also died. At just 13 years old, Jackson joined the local militia. During the war, he was captured by British soldiers. When a British officer ordered him to clean his boots and Jackson refused, the officer slashed him with a sword. The scars remained for the rest of his life and became a symbol of his hatred for oppression and foreign control. After the war, Jackson struggled to find direction in life. He received little formal education but worked hard to study law and eventually became a lawyer. He moved to Tennessee, where he slowly built a career and gained respect in the community. Jackson was known for his strong personality, quick temper, and deep sense of honor. These traits helped him rise in society, but they also led him into many conflicts, including several violent duels. Despite these challenges, Jackson continued to gain influence and wealth through hard work and determination. Jackson's national fame came through his military service. As a general in the U.S. Army, he led troops during conflicts with Native American tribes and later against the British. His greatest victory came in 1815 at the Battle of New Orleans, where his forces defeated a much stronger British army. This victory occurred after the War of 1812 had technically ended, but it made Jackson a national hero. Americans celebrated him as a fearless leader who defended the nation. From this point on, Jackson was widely known as Old Hickory, a nickname that represented his toughness and unbreakable spirit. With growing popularity, Andrew Jackson entered national politics. He believed strongly that the government had been taken over by wealthy elites who ignored the needs of ordinary citizens. In the election of 1824, Jackson won the most popular and electoral votes but failed to secure the presidency due to political decisions made in Congress. When John Quincy Adams became president instead, Jackson's supporters accused the government of corruption. This event strengthened Jackson's image as an outsider fighting against a dishonest political system. In 1828, Andrew Jackson ran for president again and won by a large margin. His victory marked a turning point in American democracy. For the first time, a president came from a humble background and claimed to represent farmers, workers, and frontier settlers. His inauguration was unlike any before it, as thousands of ordinary citizens gathered at the White House to celebrate. To his supporters, Jackson was proof that the government now belonged to the people. As president from 1829 to 1837, Andrew Jackson dramatically expanded the power of the presidency. He believed that the president should act as the direct representative of the people. Jackson used the presidential veto more frequently than all previous presidents combined. One of his most famous political battles was against the Second Bank of the United States. He believed the bank gave too much power to wealthy businessmen and foreign investors. By destroying the bank, Jackson claimed he was protecting democracy, though critics argued that his actions caused economic instability. Despite his popularity, Jackson's presidency also had serious moral failures. The most tragic decision of his administration was the support of the Indian Removal Act of 1830. This law allowed the government to forcibly remove Native American tribes from their ancestral lands and relocate them west of the Mississippi River. Thousands of Native Americans were forced to march long distances under brutal conditions. This journey became known as the Trail of Tears, during which many people died from hunger, disease, and exhaustion. This policy remains one of the darkest chapters in American history. Andrew Jackson's personal character strongly influenced his leadership style. He was fiercely loyal to his friends and ruthless toward his enemies. Jackson believed in honor, courage, and personal strength, and he was willing to fight, both politically and physically, for what he believed was right. He survived multiple gunshot wounds and carried bullets in his body for many years. His aggressive nature earned him respect but also fear, and it often divided the nation. After completing 2 terms as president, Andrew Jackson retired to his plantation, the Hermitage, in Tennessee. His health steadily declined, and he spent his final years reflecting on his life and legacy. He died on June 8, 1845, at the age of 78. His death marked the end of an era in American politics, but his influence remained strong. Today, Andrew Jackson is remembered as a complex and deeply controversial figure. He strengthened democracy for white male citizens and reshaped the presidency into a powerful institution. At the same time, his policies caused immense suffering, particularly for Native Americans. Andrew Jackson's life serves as a powerful reminder that history is not black and white. A leader can be both a hero and a villain, and true leadership must always be judged not only by strength, but also by justice and humanity.